Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is King Sam, and this is another video in a series I like to call Editing Like Apple. And this is where I break down Apple edits and show you guys how to create it by yourself on your personal computer using After Effects. Now, over the course of some few videos, I'm going to show you guys how to recreate this ad posted by Apple on their actual YouTube channel right here in After Effects. So let's jump right into the video. First of all, we're going to create a new composition, 1920 by 1080, 30 frames per second, 30 seconds, and I'm going to click OK. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come to my shape layer here and just go to my ellipse tool. And I can just hold down shift here so I can draw a perfect circle and draw something like this. Now I just want it to be one color and click on OK. Now what I'm just going to do now is I'm just going to go to my pan behind tool here, and I'm going to hold down Control and double click it so it moves automatically to the middle. So I want to hold down Control again and just move it down until it clips bottom of the circle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going down to my line tab here. I'm just going to align it, the center of my composition. So let's move this in a little bit more. Cool. And now click P to open my position property, and I'm just going to make simple position here. I'm just going to 0.15 frames here, and I'm just going to align it back to the center of my composition. So let's just raise it up a little bit. Toggle action save here. Next I'm going to do is I'm just going to left click it here, into my layer styles, come down into gradient overlay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my gradient overlay here. I just go to edit gradient. So for this now, I'm going to change the color to deep purple, something like this. Then move this down here, and I'm going to change this to light purple, and create a new one in the front here, and I'm just going to put this at bright orange, something like this. Now I'm just going to rotate this like so. So this is now what we have. This is cool. Let's just close this back up. Next I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste in an expression that will going to help me with this my bounce animation right here. You can click this video on my channel here to watch the full tutorial of this expression, but I'm not going to go into that today. What I'm just going to do is leave my elasticity at 7, my gravity at 5000, and my number of bounces I think is on 2. Yeah, 2. So now for the first part of the video we have this, and that's cool. So let's write our first text. So for our text here, I'm going to type in when you. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is let's just change this to Montserrat and just make it bold. Now it's not all caps, so I can just uncheck this thing here. I think I made some mistake. So now I can just reduce our size of this. Now I'm just going to zoom a little bit, and I'm going to try my possible best so that I'm going to increase this my text size until the O perfectly covers this my shape layer right here. So something like this is fine. And now I can just go back up here and go into my align tab, and I'm just going to align it to the center of my composition. Now that I know where it's supposed to be, I can just come down here, just move this down a little bit until I'm sure that it's actually on the same place. Okay, so let's just make this bold. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to left click out and create a new null object, and I'm going to parent both layers here to my null object. And next I'm going to do is on my when new layer here, click P to open my position keyframe, and I'm just going to move this until my O covers it like this. That's cool. Now I'm going to my null one. I'm going to click P, open my position keyframe there, and what I'm going to do is let's shut off this layer first. Okay, now let's play this back. Now from this third bounce here, do it again. 1, 2. On this third bounce here, I'm going to make a keyframe on my position here. I'm going to move down somewhere around here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this forward. Now I can just make this one visible back, and I'm just going to move this to the point where the layer is directly in the middle, somewhere like here. Now I'm just going to select this. I'm going to click F9 to easy ease and go to my graph editor here and just move this forward. Now next I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the opacity keyframes from my Wenu and my shape layer here by hitting T. And what I'm going to do is for my Wenu layer, it's going to start from 0 and end at 100. Let's do that 0. And my shape layer here, I'm going to start at 100 and end at 0. Oops, sorry, I forgot. I'm going to change this back 0. Now if I play it back, I have this smooth animation. That's cool. What I'm just going to do is I'm just going to come to the end of this keyframe shift. I'm going to hit up once, and I'm going to select the three of them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to Alt and left bracket so I can close them directly on their layers here. So it's very simple and very fast when you. So for our next scene here, we're just going to type in our work at A. So let's type it down. Work at A. Now this scene starts after this other scene stops, so I can just move it back somewhere like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to align it back to the center of my composition, so here and here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this 3 times. So Ctrl D 3 times. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come to this my first layer here. I'm going to delete everything apart from the work, so it's only work that is there. Next one, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm just going to leave everything apart from art. So now I'm just going to move this, holding down Shift. I'm just going to put it back on top each others until there's no actual visual difference between where they are. And I'm going to do the same thing for A. So put it here. Oops. Cool. Now I can just delete the last one. Now it's going to be work as A. What I'm just going to do is work is going to start first. Now I'm going to move back my art, and I'm just going to move back my A, something like this. If you are working with audio, let me see, hopefully YouTube doesn't take down this content, so let's just bring in the video. And what I can do is I can just switch up the pictures and just drag it down somewhere around here. Let's just use with the audio. So now when you go like this, okay, now that I've brought in my audio, what I can just do is I'm just going to go through the parts that I can actually hear the individual syllables being sounded at the beginning. So if I come down here, okay, so art is going to be somewhere around here.
Work in a small business.
So thank you guys for watching that video. Please like, share and subscribe if this video has helped you in any way, and I'll really appreciate it. Comment down below if you don't understand anything from this tutorial. I'll be sure to explain to you in my comment section. And remember, just share the video to someone that you think is going to enjoy this video, and please again subscribe. So until our next video, remember, improve every day, grow constantly, and dream endlessly. One fact about this video: first time I shot this video, the next day my phone was stolen. So this is the second time of me recording this video again. Hope you guys like it.